fights with missiles and with spears. He's all of 31, but he's only 17. He's been a soldier for 1,000 years. He's a Catholic, a Hindu, an atheist, a Jain, a Buddhist and a Baptist and a Jew. And he knows he shouldn't kill, but he knows he always will. Kill you for me, my friend, and me for you. And he's fighting for Canada, he's fighting for France, he's fighting for the USA, and he's fighting for the Russians, and he's fighting for Japan, and he thinks we'll put an end to war this way. And he's fighting for democracy, he's fighting for the Reds, he says it's for the peace of us all. He's the one who must decide who's to live and who's to die, and he never sees the writing on the walls. But without him, how would Hitler have condemned them at the Chow? Without him, Caesar would have stood alone. He's the one who gives his body as a weapon of the war, and without him all this killing can go on. He's the universal soldier, and he really is to blame. His orders come from far away no more. They come from here and there, from you and me. And brothers, can't you see? This is not the way we put the end to war. Steady. Hello. I'll turn that off. Yes, that was a Buffy Sainte Marie song, you know, made famous by Donovan, I think, wasn't it? Well, I know, back in the mid-60s. But it was written by Buffy Sainte Marie, who's she's written a lot of songs that people don't know about. I think she's famous for Soldier Blue, but songs like Up Where We Belong and stuff like that, brilliant songs, brilliant writer, brilliant woman. Yes, I had the privilege of seeing Buffy Sainte Marie back in 1961 when I was the ripe old age of 17. She was on the Lincoln Contemporary Folk Festival at Tupole Manor Park. What a festival that was! That was my first sort of big festival. It had everybody from the folk world, America, well, a lot of people from the folk world, America and Britain. You know, people like Sandy Denny, North Star Glassman Days, Steel Ice Band, Tom Paxton, Ralph McTell, Sonny Terry and Brownie McGee. Loads of really good people. The biggest thing for me though at the time, what really blew my mind, was the Birds. They came on and it was supposed to be like all acoustic, but obviously it was folk rock, you know. It wasn't all acoustic, it wasn't unplugged. Anyway, but it was mainly acoustic instruments. But the Birds started up with an electric set with Mr. Spaceman, and anyone knows the Birds, they know how that goes. And they were playing stuff like, you know, was it Old Grey Mare and Jesus Is Just Alright and all that kind of stuff. And then they went into an acoustic set and it was just something else. They split up not long after that, and I think it's one of the best bands I've ever seen to this day. But anyway, yes, the reason, well, that song's about war, isn't it? It's not the reason I'm doing this again here, but I might as well have a word about that, seeing I've just sang an anti-war song. I seen Buffy Sainte Marie, you know, talking on a thing not long ago on YouTube, about how she came to write that song, and she was on an aeroplane flying off to another concert somewhere, and she was thinking about war, and she was thinking about who causes the war, who starts the wars, etc. It's not, you know, it's not the generals, is it? They're in charge of the armies, you know, but then people might say, well, it's the politicians, but then but no, it's not the politicians either, because basically she was saying it's down to the people, because it's the people who vote for the politicians, you know, that comes from here and there, and me and you, you know. And yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it, you know, who we vote for. Look at this Conservative government, and I mean, back in, what, 2015, when Cameron was in, £1.7 billion worth of weaponry, that's including jet fighters and missiles and all sorts, they sold to Saudi Arabia, who were bombing the guts out of Yemen, and they still are, I think, aren't they? You know, I know it's pretty bad news now over there. They've blitzed the place, and I won't go into the reasons why, but there's no good reason for doing that to a nation and putting the people, you know, like the kids out there eating grass and things now, aren't they, trying to stay alive and that. But they broke the Arms Trade Treaty, breaking their own laws again. The International Arms Trade Treaty too, Geneva Convention even, you know, comes into it, one of the articles in that. And so, you know, it's unlawful, isn't it? So how are these people still in power? But anyway, I'll get off that one, because I really came to add a little bit more to the things I was saying on the video I recorded yesterday about the frack thing, what's going on in this country, and about I'm going up there. I'm driving up there in a couple of weeks' time on the 12th, Thursday the 12th, to give them some support up there. And I was trying to rally people round to, because it's abominable what's going on up there, and it's going to be even worse if they plan to be fracking before Christmas. But that's all in the last video, which I'll probably put to a playlist with this one if you've never seen it. And but I was trying to rally people around, and basically I forgot to mention that I don't expect people, if they come up there with us, to be right in the front line, you know, like chaining themselves to fences, and like a lot of them are doing, and we've got old people doing this, and getting in, you know, right in the gates and trying to slow walk lorries, etc. Don't have to do anything you don't want to do, but just your presence there would be great, you know, even just on the other side of the road as an observer kind of thing. You know, we need to show people that a lot of people are against this thing. You know, we know that a lot of people are against it, but there's not enough people getting their feet on the ground, basically. And I spoke about the perils of it all, what it's going to do to this country. One thing I didn't mention to all those people, I mean, I was spoke to an old guy the other day, and he reckons, oh, I'm supporting fracking, you know, it's not like they say it is, all that pollution and polluting the water and all that blah blah blah, you know. So I explained a few home truths to him, and I give him a leaflet from Frack Free Isle of Wight. But what I didn't mention and all was all you people who were trying to get up the housing ladder, who've got mortgages and stuff, you know. I tell you one thing, nobody's going to want to buy a house what's built on top of a gas field, I tell you. So so I guess a lot of you are already in negative equity, and those of you who aren't will be if they start fracking in the area where you're living. And also all you people who say, oh, I haven't got a mortgage, well, you might not have a mortgage, but your house price is going to drop considerably if they start fracking in your area. So that's another thing to take into consideration for all you's money heads, you know. I see more important things than money and property, like, but there you go. But that's all I'm saying, you know. I'm not trying to change anybody's mind. I wouldn't do that. I know it's against cosmic law, you know. I believe in an higher law more than the law of the land, but an higher justice. Which anyway, I'm not going to go into that either. You know, I'm getting into an esoteric theme now. But all I'm saying is, I'm taking a car up there on the 12th. I'm going up for a few days. It involves camping, but I'm going up to a beautiful area in this country, the Vale of Pickering and the North Yorkshire Moors, which I haven't been up there since my father died in 2002, because I come from Stockton. and I'm going back up there, and I'm going to go and have a browse around the North Yorkshire moors again, and maybe it's across to Scarborough and Whitby. I love Whitby, it's a lovely place. In fact, there's a folk festival I think it's in Whitby. There's definitely a folk festival in that area around about the time I'm up there. So I might even hang back for that, depending on how things are going. But anyway, the main reason I'm going up there is to support the people on the Kirby Misperton protection site camp, and I'm going to do a gig there. I spoke to Ian Crane yesterday on the phone, and they've got a stage there, so I'm gonna do a little gig for them. I don't know, it could be anything from an hour to 2 hours, depends what I feel like basically. But I've got enough songs these days to do. I did a 90-minute gig in Bembridge the other week, so you know, I can do it, and I'm looking forward to doing it because I've never played up in the north. I learned to play when I came down here. You know, I started getting serious in the sort of mid-late 90s, and learned to play with the help of several musicians down here. One of them being JC Grimshaw, who taught me quite a lot, and well, that song I just played, you know, he got the chords that, you know, for that down to me, and showed me a bit of that, you know, picking and stuff, flat picking. But anyway, that's another subject too. But yeah, so I'm hoping that more people will come forward, and we might even get more than one car going up there, and we can make a good time of it, because any musicians who want to come along as well, you know, you can also share that stage, do a gig up there. You know, it'd be great, wouldn't it? You know, they'd love it. And yes, and it's a lovely North Yorkshire moors. So yes, please get in touch and let me know if you'd like to join in. And the more the merrier, and the cheaper it is for me as well on petrol and ferry fares and all the rest of it, you know. So, well, basically that. A car share, you know, I'll go on my own if necessary though, because I feel a pull to there, because it's my homeland kind of thing, it's my roots. And what they plan on doing, well, it's all in the last video. I spoke quite a lot about it, and I think most people know what fracking involves. But I'm gonna, on this one, I'm gonna tag a few more unsuspecting people, because you can only tag 50 people at a time on Facebook, I believe, and I tagged 50 yesterday. And I'm going to put this into a playlist with yesterday's video, so it will run on. Yesterday's video will run on if you watch it, and you'll see a bit more what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'll leave that for now, and I'll just leave you with that thought, and hopefully some people will come around, and news people up in the northeast will come down to the site and all. You only live 30 miles away, you lot in Stockton and that, you know, so it'd be good to see you. Whether I'll have time to come up there or not, it remains to be seen. I might want to come up and, you know, ask somebody if I can use the shower and maybe have a warm bed for the night or something. But you know, I've done all the festivals and stuff, you know, I'll be prepared for anything and everything, so it's not a big deal to me. But it'd be good to see some old friends again as well. But if you could come down, that'd be great, and we could have a great little festival there on the Kirby Misperton protection site, you know, it'd be great. All very, very hospitable people. So hopefully I'll hear from you. Thanks very much.